Man, and I'm Ty Smith, and you know I'm greatly appreciative of you guys. So, let me start this off by saying and apologizing that yesterday when I went live, it was give me a little bit more light. Yesterday when I went live, I guess the had my phone on the mount, and the mount that I had my phone on had the air conditioner behind it. It was blowing. Nobody said anything while I was live, or rather I couldn't tell if anybody was saying anything anyway because I wasn't going to pay attention to the phone to look at it that way. So let me just go ahead and get that on out the way if you're watching this video at a later time. But I do appreciate you guys all being in here as of right now. I don't see anybody in here yet, but I still wanted to put that out there. So anyway, with that being said, appreciate you all. You're watching my channel, Model Renaissance Man. Double check and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. I won't be able to look at the phone as much. I have it on a different mount right now. Now I have it on the middle mount right here. So anyway, I don't know who's in here, who's not, but I do want you to hit the thumbs up button right now. It helps the channel. Double click green. It gives the video a thumbs up if you would, please. But guys, later on today, I'm going to be giving y'all even more updates with some visuals and some pictures of this bombshell information that came out from some producers at multiple news networks in regards to the missing baby Emmanuel, if y'all know. If you don't know, this mother, I don't know her name, came out. She's gone viral. She said that she was changing her baby in the parking lot, and while she was changing him, somebody said hola, and then that's all she remembered. But she claimed she was struck by them. She was knocked out. She woke up, and her baby Emmanuel was missing. I reported on this, right? I reported on this when it first came out, and I had my suspicions about it. I was like, she seemed kind of off. She seems kind of weird. Most mothers would be hysterical. Mothers would be like frightening. It would be just horrible. Like their mothers would be like out of their minds. And I did say, I think that she might be a little touched. She might be a little mentally challenged. She might have some type of mental disabilities. I'm just keeping it 100% real. She seemed like she might have a little bit of Asperger's or something. I don't know. I'm just telling you stuff of her facial expressions, her cadence of her speech. It just kind of me a little, she might be a little different. And I just said the story did not add up, man. Something didn't seem right. It didn't seem right. Then they did a video with her and her husband. And the husband didn't seem right. The husband didn't seem right. He was, oh, I just want you guys to bring him home, and he didn't seem right. So the story progressed, and the police then pretty much stopped. Why? Her and her husband stopped participating with the police and investigators, and then Uvalde Foundation pulled their $5,000 or $6,000 reward because the mother and the father stopped participating with police, and then the father lawyered up. So then it made you think like, okay, hold on now, what's going on? The father lawyered up. Why would he lawyer up? Well, guess what? They dug into his past and seen that he served 6 months in jail for child endangerment, and he was out on probation, right? Why somebody is saying hello? Why you can't? Can y'all hear me? I mean, I don't understand. Jesse, you saying hello? I don't understand what's going on. Like, why are you saying hello? If there's anybody else in this chat right now, can y'all let me know y'all in here? I don't see anything yet. I'm gonna keep on looking over right now because I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Because we do know yesterday there was some weird stuff going on right now. I know y'all gonna be concerned about me driving and being live, but don't worry, it's on a mount. I see the road. It's no different. I'm in a big vehicle. It's no different than me looking at my side mirrors, looking at my rear view mirror, looking at the radio, changing the radio, looking at my left and right. So we're good, okay? I've been doing this for years. Yeah, but today could be today. No, it's not. Trust me when I tell you, this is no different than me having a GPS mounted right there and at the GPS. Okay? So now that I see there are some more people in here in the chat and you guys are responding, I appreciate that. Don't worry, I'm going to keep my eyes on the road. Now, this is what gets crazy. Y'all, this is wild. And when I get back to my studio later tonight, I'm going to show you all this. Why would the father lawyer up? I thought that was weird. Guess what, guys? This is absolutely crazy, and I cannot wait to show you guys the visuals. All of you right now, if you saw the thumbnail to this video, guess who that child is in the thumbnail? Take a wild guess. It's not Emmanuel in the thumbnail. It's the father's first child. Guys, I'm going to show y'all later. He beat the child, the father. He crushed her skull. He crushed her trachea through strangulation. He broke her ribs. He broke her leg, a baby. The father did this. And yeah, I'm getting loud. It pisses me off. The baby, he did this back in 2018, right? But the baby is blind because of it forever. The baby is permanently blind. The baby can only use 13% of her brain. The baby has to use a feeding tube, and she is going to remain like that for the rest of her life. This is what the father did to his first child. And now Emmanuel is missing, and they don't want to cooperate with investigators. Okay. Oh, time. But that was in 2018 that he did that. People can change. I'm glad you said that. The father had a second child that he beat, battered, head injury, internal organ injury to his second child. That child. The first child I told y'all about, I think her name was Promise. I think her name was Promise, right? The first child, that's like practically, I ain't trying to be funny, y'all. I'm not saying this in no bad way. The first child that he did this to, she's practically dead. She's blind. She can only use 13% of her brain. She's on a feeding tube for the rest of her life. That was in 2018, right? The reason why we know this is because a cousin came forth and spilled the beans on the husband, Jake. Right? Told y'all about the first child. Guess who ended up getting his first child? The cousin and her husband took the child in. And Jake, the father, only did 6 months. He did it to a second child, ladies and gentlemen. Beat the child. Beat the child. Battered the child, right? Guess what happened? That child gets put in the hospital. CPS called. The father cousin, out of the goodness of her heart, she took in the second child, ladies and gentlemen. But it gets even better. It gets even better. Jake, the father, he did it to a third child. He did it to 3 kids. Jake, the father, who's up there, if y'all can just find and somebody know anything, can y'all please? He was, come on now, he wasn't even fazed by the bull. Can y'all please come forward with information, please? Now, those first 3 children, Jake beat all of them. But the third child, Jake and his wife pled guilty to child abuse, child neglect, assault, and all of that, right? So now, here we are with this 4th child with his new wife. And she got hit from behind, and her baby is missing. And you wonder why the police showed up with cadaver dogs at their apartment, at their home. How in the world, Lord Jesus, y'all, seriously, how in the world, for all that is good, how in the world is this man on the streets when he has been booked, pled guilty to 3 different children being beat. His own children. His own children. 6 months he served. But then the other 2 children that he beat, what time did he serve for that? This man and his new wife, the one, somebody said hola, and if they could please, Ty. You got to think about it though, Ty. That could have been her husband that did it to her. Her husband could have very well hit her and knocked her out and took the baby. She said somebody said hola. I don't believe it. You want to know why? I think she would recognize her husband's voice. She would have recognized that that was her husband that said hola and punched her with her what? Weak old black eye. I think she would have noticed. I think she would have known that that was her husband based off his voice that said hola. So I'm not buying that story. I'm not buying that bull crap. But ladies and gentlemen, we could be wrong. We could very well be wrong. But I told y'all from the beginning, something was not right about this story. Something's not right about her. Her husband's not acting right. And now we got 3 children of the husband. All of them have been beaten, battered, forever changed. Now, his 2 latter children by his past wife, apparently they're doing good in school. The cousin of the husband has been taking care of the 3 battered children. And I know that all seems strange as well, y'all, but she's speaking out. Don't believe what I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all can go look it up, but I am going to be reporting on this later and giving y'all the news, giving y'all the visuals and all of that. The cousin and her husband is taking care of the first 3 children that have all had the same results from Jake, the father, or whatever his name is. I think it's Jake. And now we got Emmanuel, 7-month-old, who now, guys, if y'all look at the pictures of the first 3 children, remember some of y'all got offended because I said the baby looked like he might have something going on. That child looked like he might have a little bit of, he might be mentally retarded. Remember I said that? And people were, Ty, come on. I'm like, look, I'm just keeping it real. I went through schooling, y'all. Come on now. We know how to look at this stuff now. We know how to look at this. That child looked like he was mentally retarded. His eyes didn't look right. His head didn't look right. It looked like he had encephalopathy. I mentioned that. I think his second child was born with alcohol fetal syndrome or something like that, they said. But now we got Emmanuel. If you look at Emmanuel and you look at the pictures I'm going to show you guys later on today, they all kind of got the same type of thing going on. So we don't know if their issue is caused by any type of mental retardation or if it was caused by head swelling from him beating them. But I'm putting the daddy as #1 suspect, him and the mother as suspects right now because he did it to all 3 of his children in his last marriage. And now we got Emmanuel, who ironically is missing, and they're looking for him. That father might as well come clean and tell us and the rest of the world what he did to that child. Plain and simple, y'all. So anyway, I just want to give you guys an update. I appreciate you guys all being here. I know this is some heartbreaking, sad news. All the police, all these resources are being used and exhausted to search for this baby and everything. And we all know most likely it's a good chance. I'm putting 90% of everything saying the father knows where that child is and the mother does. I'm banking it right now. And like I said, I'm gonna bring y'all more stories and more visuals so y'all can see more of this, and you'll get a better understanding of it versus me just telling you right now. So I do appreciate you guys all being here, and let me know what y'all think in the comment section after this video. All right, and don't forget that before y'all do get out of here to click that thumbs up button. And if you haven't done it yet, double tap your computer screen for me right now, and double tapping the computer screen will give the video a thumbs up. Double check and make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel, if you would, please. So yeah, that's what I have for right now. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray that every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.